One common mistake women make when it comes to reaching their weight loss goals is overlooking the importance of sleep. Today, I'm going to show you why sleep is essential to reaching your health and wellness goals and also your weight loss goals. My name is Dr. Akanni, and I've helped thousands of women lose weight and fall in love with their bodies time and time again. Before we jump into this video, I would love to know, how many hours of sleep are you getting on average now? Cool? Let's get into it. All right, first up, let's touch on sleep and metabolism. If you are someone who has high A1C, consistently high blood sugar levels, you have insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, etc., we need to look at your sleeping habits. Poor sleep can cause insulin resistance. It decreases your body's ability to process glucose and can lead to higher blood sugar levels. If we have high blood sugar levels, this can not only affect your health, but also makes it harder for you to lose weight. Something else to consider: when you're not getting adequate amounts of sleep, it makes it harder for your body to burn calories. You have a decreased resting metabolic rate. So this is the calories that we're burning at rest. Think of it this way. Your body's tired. It's trying to conserve energy because you're not getting adequate sleep to replenish. And you're asking your body to lose weight. You're asking your body to work hard to burn fat. It's not gonna do those things because it doesn't have the adequate nutrients and calories and energy to do it. So what we wanna make sure is that we're getting adequate sleep to allow our body the energy it needs to burn extra calories while we're at rest, maintain a high metabolism so that we can reach our weight loss goals. When it comes to burning fat, not getting enough sleep can reduce your body's ability to promote fat oxidation. Fat oxidation is when your body is using your fat storage as energy. If you're not getting adequate sleep, you're putting yourself at a deficit when you're trying to lose weight. So we got to make sure that we're getting enough sleep, not only to improve our metabolism, to allow us to burn more calories at rest, but also to put our body in a position where it can actually burn fat. Next up, looking at sleep and cravings. Look at it this way. When you don't get a good night's rest, what are some of the things that you crave in the morning? You want those comfort foods, those high sugary foods, the refined foods, the processed foods, the ones that make you essentially feel good. Sleep deprivation plays a significant role into our hormone levels and our cravings. Your hormone, the one ghrelin, which is your hunger hormone, that is at a heightened state when you do not get enough sleep. This is why we have cravings for things that we don't typically want. It's because we're sleep deprived and your body's hunger hormones are all out of whack. So making sure that you are getting adequate sleep can make a significant difference for your cravings. Take a moment and think to yourself, what are the type of foods that you crave and that you want after a good night's rest? Versus what are the type of foods that you crave and you want when you didn't get enough sleep, you were tossing and turning, or you stayed out late. Our body tells us, and your body kind of alerts you to these things. We just have to take a second to pay attention to them. Getting adequate sleep will make a significant difference for your cravings, especially if you have a weight loss goal. I'm not saying we can't have our comfort foods and our favorite foods, but this can't be something that we do often, right? 80% of the time we need to eat what our body needs. 20% of the time we can eat what we actually want. But in order for us to do that, we need to get adequate sleep so that we can get control of our cravings. I have conversations with women all the time, and they're only getting 4 hours of sleep on this day, 6 hours on this day. On the weekend, they get 10 hours on this day. Sleep cycle's all out of whack. Their cravings are all out of whack. Make a priority to get some rest, and you will see a significant change to your cravings. Point number 3, sleep and cortisol. Cortisol is one of your stress hormones. When cortisol levels are heightened, it can lead to us storing body fat within our belly region. On top of that, it can cause an increase in cravings. It can make alterations to how your body processes your sugar levels. It has a load of complications for you if you are trying to lose weight. We got to get some rest. Not getting adequate sleep, especially if you are someone who, let's say you have PCOS, you're already in a position where you have higher cortisol levels. Or let's say you have a stressful job, or you have a newborn like myself, where you're not getting adequate sleep, you're stressed out from childcare, or you're stressed out from just life's troubles. Your cortisol levels are already higher. And let's say you're someone who does cardio all the time. You do a lot of cardio, a lot of HIIT, cortisol levels are even higher. We have cortisol levels through the roof, and we're not getting adequate sleep to recover our body, to replenish our mind, to replenish and restore our body to the level that it needs to operate. We're setting ourselves up for disaster. Having higher levels of cortisol can again lead to us storing belly fat. It can cause an increase in our cravings and ultimately make it harder for you to lose weight. Getting adequate sleep. Cortisol is a hormone. Getting adequate sleep, we touched on 2 hormones so far. Getting adequate sleep can affect our ghrelin levels, which is our hunger hormones. Getting adequate sleep can affect our stress hormones, which is cortisol. Sleep is important. So you gotta make sure you are getting adequate sleep to put your body at a state where it can actually lose the weight, where it can lose the body fat, where it's not stressed out. Because look at it this way. If you stressed out going to work and they want you to do things, are you going to do it as efficiently? No. So if our body is in a state of stress, it's not going to operate as efficiently as we need it to, not just for your weight loss goals, but for your life and your daily living. Ladies, if you are struggling to reach your weight loss goals, struggling to get rid of stubborn body fat, and absolutely confused on the best workouts to do and the best foods to eat to reach your weight loss goals, then Wellness 365 is just the solution for you. My newest app, Wellness 365, is great for those ladies who need quick and effective workouts that target their stubborn areas, but is easy on the knees. It's great for those ladies who need easy to make but delicious weight loss recipes without breaking the budget. And also great for those ladies who struggle with consistency and need ongoing support and motivation from myself and like-minded individuals so that they can reach their weight loss goals consistently month after month. If you know you need these things, Wellness 365 is the app for you. I guarantee that you will lose at least 5 to 10 pounds every single month. Be sure to check out the description for the details on my newest app, and please be one of the first 500 women to get access to early bonuses, cash prizes, and discounts. Okay? I'll see you in the app. Peace. Point number 4, I wanted to drive this home when we touch on how lack of sleep can affect your hormones. If we look at ghrelin is the one that tells us that we are hungry. Where you're not getting adequate levels of sleep, your ghrelin levels are through the roof. That's where cravings, your appetite increases, that we're craving things that aren't necessarily good for our body. Ghrelin, that's one of your hunger hormones. Leptin, this is the one that tells you you're full, so your feelings of fullness. This level can be decreased if we're not getting adequate sleep. So now our hunger hormones are all out of whack. This makes it harder to be in a calorie deficit. We have to be in a calorie deficit if we are trying to lose weight. It's way harder to be in a calorie deficit, which is ultimately controlled starvation, if you're not getting enough sleep, because now your cravings are through the roof. You only have but so much willpower when you've only got 3 hours of sleep, you're stressed out, you want a burger, you want some comfort food, you're gonna opt in for that stuff because, again, you're not operating at your best. We touched on cortisol and how cortisol, your stress hormone, can lead to cravings, can lead to us storing belly fat, can place more stress on the body. Getting adequate sleep will help improve that as well. If you know you're having different hormonal changes and you're trying to balance your hormones, you don't feel your best most days, you wake up groggy, you wake up irritated, we got to start prioritizing our sleep. Getting adequate sleep will make a difference long term for your overall health. I'm about to give you some challenges. I'm about to give you some action steps that you need to apply so that you can start to feel better. Before I do this, I want you to put in the comments that you're committed. If you're going to be committed to getting more sleep, I'm going to give you the blueprint on how, but if you're going to be committed to getting more sleep, before I tell you what to do, I want you to just commit to making the space for it. Okay? Put it in the comments, I commit to prioritizing my sleep. Then I'll tell you what exactly we need to do. All right, now for the action steps. Step number 1, we need to establish a routine, a consistent routine. Imagine how your body feels when one day you sleep 4 hours, the next day you sleep 6 hours, the next day you sleep 10 hours, and the cycle continues. It's hard for your body to get into a rhythm. We have something called melatonin that is released by your pineal gland. When melatonin is released, this is what allows your body to get into a restful state so that you can wind down and go to sleep. Oftentimes, a lot of people take melatonin gummies. This will get you away from having to take those gummies. I had one client in particular, when she came to us, she was taking a high dose of melatonin. I gave her the tips that I'm about to show you now, and now she doesn't use melatonin to get to sleep anymore, and she's sleeping throughout the entire night. So the first thing, we need to establish a solid sleeping routine. I'm not asking you to go and do the recommendation off the brat, where that's the 7 to 8 hours of sleep. I get it, life be lifing sometimes. If we can only commit to 6 hours of sleep each day, or maybe it's 5 hours of sleep because it's just the way life is right now. For me, I wake up every 2 to 3 hours because again, I just had a kid and I'm tired. But for me, I try to commit to, okay, I'm gonna have my 2 pockets of 3 and that'll be about 6 hours. I try to get that minimum. For you, it may be different, but figure out how much time can you consistently get every single day. That is what I want you to aim for. So if we can get 6 hours of sleep every single day, consistently get to bed on time, now your body knows what to expect. We can get into a sleep-wake cycle. We can actually get into REM sleep, where a lot of the benefits happen of muscle recovery, of improving your hormones, of fat oxidation. We got to get into REM sleep. That's that deep sleep where you're having dreams. Think to yourself, when's the last time you had a dream, right? It's been a while. So we have to make sure that we are setting our body up for success to get into REM sleep. Next thing, number 2, I want you to create a relaxing bedtime routine. Get off the phone. Say it plainly, get off the phone before you go to bed. Your blue light affects the production of your melatonin. Again, melatonin is what allows us to get into that restful state. The blue light from your phone is affecting that. No, do not go get you some blue light glasses so you can be on your phone before you go to bed. Because although, okay, your melatonin may be being produced, now you have things firing. Your sympathetic nervous system is going up based on the things that you're seeing. Your feel-good hormones, things are being released while you're watching these things on your phone, or you may be getting stressed out from comparison from the things that you see on Instagram before you go to bed. Focus on you. Let's put the phone away before bed, at least 30 minutes. We're starting small. At least 30 minutes before bed, put the phone away so that you can actually get into a moment of restfulness. Journal, sit with your thoughts, pray, talk to the Lord, do something other than being on your phone 30 minutes before bed. I guarantee you will have a better night's rest. The last thing, these are some technical things that we can adjust, making sure we have an optimal sleep environment. First thing, you want to make sure it's cool. Our bodies tend to be at a better resting position when in a cooler environment. Men, we love to have it cold. If it was up to me, it'd be 65 degrees when I go to bed. But make sure you have a cool environment. Sometimes if you crack the window a little bit, that fresh air to help circulate is great as well. I understand depending on where you live, you may not want to crack your windows, that's fine. That's your business. But make sure you have a cool environment. That is one great step for setting the environment so that you can sleep adequately. Next thing, you want to make sure it is dark. If you have blackout curtains, get you one of those. If you don't have blackout curtains, you can do the eye patch. I got mine, I put it on. Listen, I sleep wonders. It is dark. It can be the middle of the day. To me, it's nighttime. When I take naps, we're using that thing. The darkness makes a difference. It allows your body to fully get into that restful state because your eyes are still operating while you're asleep. So close your eyes now, you can still see the lights and the things around you, even though your eyes are closed. So if it's pitch black, now your eyes have a moment to rest as well. Ladies, I hope you found this beneficial. Getting more sleep will make a significant change, not only to your health and your wellness, but your weight loss goals. So ladies, I need you to commit. If you haven't put it in the comments already, again, comment, Doc, I'm gonna be committed to prioritizing my sleep. Once you put it in there, you're written, it's set in stone. I'm keeping you accountable. I'm seeing it. You stick to your word, because I know you stick to your word, okay? All right, as always, be sure to like and subscribe. Check out the playlist that's popping up. Till next time, peace.